Hello everyone, I hope all are fine. Welcome to our third part of chapter 6 population. Today we are going to learn about the population composition. And in that today we will learn about sex ratio and age sex pyramid. What are they? And we will compare both India and Brazil's sex ratio and age sex pyramid. And what are the uses of each? Let us have a look on the graph which is given in your textbook.
So students, you can see this graph. It is given in your textbook page number 40. It is sex ratio. Then means here they shown the line graph. It is showing the sex ratio of Brazil in the first line graph and second the sex ratio in India. And before going to start, is given the heading population composition. What is population composition? Population composition means it is including the sex ratio, age sex pyramid of the people or of a country. It is known as a population composition. That means a sex ratio and age and sex pyramid, or we can call the age and sex pyramid as a population pyramid. Then life expectancy, literacy rate, all are including in this population composition. So today we are going to learn in this population composition, sex ratio and age and sex pyramid. So first we are going to learn about the sex ratio. So I have already told you that the sex ratio means it is the number of females per 1,000 males in a region. So according to this, we can understand that this line we can see here in the Brazil's line graph. Here it is showing the growth of sex ratio, or sex ratio is increasing. So here on the x-axis it is mentioned the years from 1961 to 2011, and on y-axis it is given the sex ratio from 900 to 1100. So if you are observing the pink line, which is helping us to show the trend of sex ratio in Brazil, and the same way in the India. And if you are observing this, we can understand the sex ratio in Brazil in the year 1961, it is more than 1,000. That means it is approximately 1,010. That means, so here we have learned that sex ratio means it is the number of females per 1,000 males. So here the males number it is 1,000, but here the females number it is more than 1,000. So if the sex ratio is coming more than 1,000, what is the meaning? That means the female number is more. The same manner sex ratio of that country it is more. So here in Brazil, if you are observing here, we can see that the sex ratio is more than 1,000. That means in Brazil sex ratio is more. But if you are considering in India, it is in the year 1961, the sex ratio it is 940. That means the females number it is 940. So what we can understand, the sex ratio it is 940, and from that we can understand sex ratio in India it is less. That means the females number is less in India than Brazil. So always we know that if it is increasing now in India, but it is not more than males number. Okay, again if you are moving towards this first line graph, we can understand that from the year 1961, if you are observing here, you can see up to 1971 it is increased, and again from 1971 and up to the 1991 or 2001, the sex ratio it is increasing. And if you are observing here in the year 2001, the sex ratio is increased very rapidly. That means very fast change we can see here. The females number it is increased very fast in the year 2001, and still it is growing. But 1971 to 1981 we can see that the sex ratio it is stable, but afterwards it start to increase, but again the rapid change or increase we can see from the year 2001 onwards in the country Brazil. And next one, if you are considering India, the same manner, I already told that the sex ratio it is 940. So we can understand the sex ratio is very less in India. So you should understand that one thing, in almost all the states in India sex ratio is less, but in Kerala the sex ratio is more. You have already learnt in your last in 8th standard and all, you have studied that the sex ratio is more in Kerala. That means female number is more than males number in Kerala. And the same manner in Union Territory Pondicherry also the sex ratio is more. But there are some other states, Haryana and all, the sex ratio is very less. That means it is coming below 800. But all over in the average we can take the sex ratio in India, it is 940 in the year 1961. And if you are observing here, you can see the sex ratio is reduced in the year 1971. Again the number of females is reduced, but again it is increased in the year 1981, but again it is decreased in 1991. So what we can understand, there are a lot of fluctuations in the sex ratio since then, means in different, that means in few decades, that means 1961 to 1991 the sex ratio it is fluctuating. That means what is the meaning of that? It is increasing, decreasing and going on. But from 1991 onwards the sex ratio it is increasing. Then also it never cross 1000. Okay, so we can understand that in India sex ratio is less, or females number is less than males number. Geographical explanation which is given in your textbook page number 40. With reference to both the countries, the characteristics of population are prominently notable. So what are the major conclusions we can come after discussing this graph? The sex ratio of Brazil has been more than 1000 since decades. That means from the year 1961 to 2011 it is increasing continuously in Brazil. Considering the sex ratio of Brazil, the number of women have considerably increased than men since 2001. So here we can see in Brazil again the sex ratio it is increasing. That means the number of women is increasing. And third point, in India men outnumber women. That means men number is less than the women number is more. The last point, in India we see fluctuations in the sex ratio since few decades. That I have already told that in the year 1961, from the year 1961 to 2001 1991 it is fluctuating. There has been a slight increase in the sex ratio after 1991, but one point we have to consider that it not crossed 1000. Still in India sex ratio is less, but only one state, that is in Kerala, sex ratio is more than all other states in India. Sex ratio is less, and in Union Territory Pondicherry also we can see sex ratio is more, but all other states and the Union Territories we can see the sex ratio is less.
I hope all of you understood. Well, now we will learn about age 6 pyramid, which is also known as population pyramid. It will help us to know the age and sex of each regions. And today here we will learn about the age 6 pyramid of India and Brazil.
Age 6 pyramid is also known as population pyramid. So students, you can see the next one, age and sex pyramid. It is also known as population pyramid. And this graph shows age and sex of population. It is also known as population pyramid. And what are the uses of age and sex pyramid or population pyramid? It is used to study the age and sex related aspects of a region's population. So here we can see that on x-axis it is given the percentage of population. Same manner on the y-axis we can see the age group starting from 0 to 4. That means from children to the aged people. So the first one, it is mentioned, or it is shows the age and sex pyramid of Brazil. first one, and the second one it shows the age and sex pyramid of India according to 2016's population. If you are observing this pyramid, we can see that why it is known as age and sex pyramid or population pyramid. If you are observing here the shape of this, it looks like pyramid, so it is known as the age and sex pyramid or population pyramid. And here we can easily understand the number of males and females. The males number, it is shown with the use of the blue color, that graph, and the bars we can see. Same manner, the females number we can see with the pink color. In both country it is mentioned like that. And it is easy to understand the age group, that means how many people are there in particular age group. And if you are observing here in Brazil's age and sex pyramid, that means the first here, these bars we can see, that means the age group 0 to 4. Here the kids number, it is shown that while observing here we can understand the children number is less in Brazil, but here in India the children number is more. How can we read this graph? That means that age and sex pyramid. Then if you are observing here 4.0 in both countries we can see, but in India the bars cross the 4%. Here it is cross, but in Brazil it didn't cross or it didn't reach. So we can understand if you are comparing both countries, the children's number is more in India. And the same manner, if you are moving towards upside, we can see the children and the youth number is increasing in both countries. That means youth number is more in India and Brazil. Again, if we are moving upward, we can see that the pyramid shape is getting narrowing, or the pyramid shape is narrower than the Brazil's pyramid. India's pyramid, the top part, it is narrower one than the Brazil. So what we can understand, the aged people are more in Brazil, but the aged people are less in India. If you are considering the both color bars, if we are observing, we can understand that. And if you are looking into here it is very easy to understand the number of aged people. It is more in Brazil, here you can see, but it is less in India. And another important thing, if you are observing this both colored bar, if you are observing here, you can see that the pink bar, it has more length than the blue. What is the meaning of that? The females are living more number of years than the males. And here in the top part, you can see in both countries, here in this top part we can see that the pink bar, it is more, or its length is more than the blue one. So what we can understand, the number of years females are living in both countries are more than the males. So, considering the age of population, Brazil's population is getting slowly older, but in India, the situation is different. The proportion of youth in India is more. This means India has a higher working population. That we have already learned that India is known as young country, because here if we are looking, we can understand that the young people or the youth are more in India. Okay, so what is the conclusion? Here we can understand, if we are comparing both countries, children number is more in India, but it is less in Brazil. Youth number is more in India and Brazil also it is there, but the aged people are more in Brazil. That means Brazil's life expectancy is more. We will learn about life expectancy and all in the next part. We already learned what is life expectancy. That means an average number of years a person is expected to live. That means in Brazil, aged people are more, means their health facilities and all the facilities, medical facilities, everything is good and better one than our country. So in which all countries it is better one or good one, we can understand that that countries life expectancy is more. So in that manner we can understand in Brazil aged people are more, but in India working population or productive population are more in India.
I hope all of you understood this topic, learn well, and write a short note on sex ratio and find out what is the present sex ratio in India and Brazil. Thank you.